Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope you guys are having a good one. As you saw from the title, today we're going to be talking a little bit about fighting line tips, fighting line, how to improve, little intricacies that you can put into your game to make it easier, because this playstyle is pretty tough, and don't feel bad if it's difficult to pick up, because you kind of have to see the game in a different way. And I'm planning on doing a full video, super in depth on everything you need to know about fighting line, basic tips, intermediate tips, all that stuff, but that's going to take some time, so I thought in the meantime I could give you guys something, which is pretty much this game of Fortress that me and Hinra played last season, towards the end of last season. And I think it really shows a lot of the good fundamentals that you need to have whenever you play this build. Alright, so that's enough yapping. Let's get into it. So pretty much what me and Hinra are trying to do here is just lock down this area and let our teammates grab heavy. So you can see I kind of wait until a few of my teammates get into zone to grab heavy. Something that's really good about fighting line is you can lock down and suppress areas, and you can kind of force them into different areas of the map. So you can see this guy's forced on B. I can shoot this shot here to kind of push him away, push him into Hinra, and he ended up having to fall back. Now we have B control, right? So with the fighting line, you really want to look at things as kind of a territory perspective, where it's like, all right, um, I don't want them to be in this part of map control. I'm going to use them to suppress them out. So like here, I'm making sure they can't come on the right, blocking off this exit. And because they have A and C, my goal now is kind of, I'm just thinking, all right, I already have the zone. Like teammates are going to cap A. There's one guy. Surely four teammates can kill one guy, right? My job is to make sure I can slow them down as much as possible coming towards B. And that's kind of what you see me doing with fighting line here. It's not really taking too many aggressive fights here. It's playing quite passive and just trying to buy time for my teammates to come back. And unfortunately, my teammates, I mean, now they are capping A, but you can see it took a little bit of time. But if I would have gone and capped A with them, then we probably would have lost this mid control area, and we would have lost the heavy, which then probably would have snowballed for them. So not really a fighting line tip, but something that, that's kind of how you should start to see the game in some ways. When using the fighting line, you kind of want to see it as an information game, where it's all about map control. It's about, how can I suppress and hold people off to control this piece of map control, but also understand that, sometimes you're not going to be able to fully hold everything. You have to give it up. But yeah, at this point, the goal is kind of just to keep our current map control. We have the heavy ammo. I wasn't able to grab it, but some teammates were able to grab it. We got the heavy. That objective is over. The next objective that's coming is the point, the big point where the turrets come down. So the goal right now is not to die, and not necessarily, just don't do anything stupid, right? Like the status quo is good here. I feel like we have pretty decent map control, at least 50% of the map towards mid. We can challenge mid whenever it comes up, and you're going to see I'm going to be able to place a well right at the corner of the diamond door here, get coverage on the point, and I'm also going to get, a safe spot where I'm not just going to get shot. So whenever this shit comes down, fighting Lion Volatile is really good against it. Just I'm trying to nuke it honestly as fast as possible, and then now it's all about holding down territory. And this is where it's more of your individual performance comes into play. What I do here really well is I keep putting pressure on them. I know I'm in a well, I know I'm able to take aggressive fights, but that doesn't stop me from leaving the well, pushing the boundaries, taking more map control for them, pushing them further and further into their spawn. And I actually do die here. I push a little too aggressive, maybe that's a mistake on my end, but I'm a momentum-based player. I like to, kind of push the boundaries, play overly aggressive rather than overly passive. I bought so much time, right? We got so many points from that. We got 70 points. They're going to get a little tick here at the end because they overpowered my teammates and got heavy ammo somehow. But right here, we're looking at a really good spot, and all of that is down to map control. It's about putting my super in the right position and using the fighting lion in a way to support my map control coverage, right? I'm able to peek around corners. I'm able to press the boundaries. That's the important thing you want to do with fighting lion. It's all about taking space and knowing when to give up space. And you saw it from that thing. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here. I'm just like, all right, is there anyone on B flag? Okay, I can wallbang every single shot on the B flag, except for this guy who's just, the greatest guardian of all time, clearly. Very talented. But you see the idea there. It's trying to get those wallbang shots, get them off of B. Unfortunately, sometimes you're just going to get Destiny 2'd. That's just how it is. It's the game we play. It's the game we all signed up for, unfortunately. I don't know how I got here as a Counter-Strike player, but whatever. I'm playing Destiny 2. I'm dealing with all this bullshit. um, but yeah, we're kind of getting shit on here. I want to be honest. Like, I mean, that shot, good shot from him. They have so much map control here. It's looking really bad, actually. And you see all my teammates are just rushing to the point here. And I was thinking about it, and then I'm like, you know what? If I just rush in like that, we're going to lose. We need to try and get some map control. You can see the kill feed. All three of my teammates are dead who are in that little diamond door area. So my goal here is just to, maybe get a pick or two, try and claw back a little bit of map control. Take advantage of the tether from teammate so I can shoot these people kind of around walls because I know where they are. Um, but there are some supers in the game, and Storm Trance is one of them. You don't fuck with Storm Trance. If there's a Storm Trance, you're not going to kill it. Like, unless you hit a crazy snipe or something, you're not primarying that thing down. That thing, like, they always have Devour, and it's always like they get one kill, full HP, crazy high damage resistance. Don't fuck with Storm Trance. That super is honestly like kind of OP and might need a nerf. I'm gonna be honest. The goal here actually was to just kind of hold down my map control and wait for the point to be over because the Storm Trance is scary. But teammate did a good job pushing up, so it's important for me to try and push up with him, help him a little bit, get as much as we can from these points. Whenever you see your teammates like that, you can't rely on your teammates to make the right play and take map control, but you need to be really quick to recognize when they do it. There's sometimes that, we might just think, oh, our teammates are always going to let us down. It's easy to kind of think that, but in reality, they don't. In reality, you can't control what they do, but you can control how you react to them. So right here, I'm kind of going back to my roots here. I'm trying to cover the two objectives that are going to win us the game, which is the heavy ammo and the point. So I just go straight for the well, and unfortunately, I do just get Titans here. This does not really go out well. I think it was the right play. Maybe I could have placed my well a little bit more passive. But yeah, they kind of just punished me. I kind of had to go for it. I'm still trying to fight for this, but they still have the super. There's not really much we can do. And while we have a good 20-point lead here, I'm starting to get a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm starting to think, well, shit. They can snowball us here. They've got heavy ammo. They've got some supers. They've generated some orbs. They have the good map control. We got to start crawling back into it. And the best way to do that is get B. And we have a lead here, so it's important not to get overzealous. Sometimes teams will just push you aggressively whenever, they're like 10 points down, 20 points down, they feel the momentum and they just start swinging everything. It's important to stay calm in these situations, understand, like here, all I have to do is cap this zone, hold this down with heavy, which, very, very, very balanced. All I have to do is hold this down and we win the game. And now here it's just supporting with fighting line. It's keeping this area of map control. And I just realized, just finished recording this, as you can see. I didn't really talk too much about fighting line, but I hope the big thing that you can understand from this is the reality is fighting line in terms of, how do you hit your shots? That's just practice. What you really can practice is this mental side, is understanding the patterns of the game and how things move and where you should be positionally, map control. These things are going to make you a much better player than just training your fundamentals. Your fundamentals will come. You'll get better at your trajectories. You'll get better at your optimal distance, staying away from people, all these things that are important with fighting line. You'll get better with those over time while making the right decisions. But if you don't make the right decisions, then you're just going to get shotgunned or you're not going to have enough impact in the game. So I hope this helped. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know what you thought about this. If you want me to do more of these, if you want me to change the format. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this will be viewed, since it's not low effort, but it's not really polished as some other stuff. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.